Alright, and we are back. So, moving on. Can I still not do anything? It looks like we still can't do anything here. Unless we can actually do something about this. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Well, I tried, buddy, but I literally cannot do anything here, so... Wow, aren't you fancy? Holy! Fujin, and for my next trick, I will make this spill disappear. Pretty nifty, isn't it? It's all thanks to my secret potions. Of course, by potions I mean detergent. The kind that clean 90% of stains and kill 102% of germs. Just to be safe, 102%, huh? Alright, 88th place, what do we have? The Stormscraper by Lunu Leaf. Wow! With an overall score of 55.95. And I'm saying that because it has a time penalty of 25%. Look at these scores, these are by far the highest scores yet. There's an 87 from Ace, which is not only the highest score from Ace, it's the highest score of the contest. 84 we had previously. 87! Look at the scores across the board. Oh boy, I'm about to play another tier 11, tier 12, maybe even a higher stage. It's nearly full score for design from Ace, nearly full for fun. Wow, this is going to be a spectacular stage. The Stormscraper by Lunu Leaf, huh? So unfortunately... Why is there a skip teleporter? Why is there a skip teleporter? I see. Ugh, the judges made this level skippable because one section near the end is a possible epilepsy hazard. That section uses the sandstorm gimmick so frequently that it causes rapid screen flickering. This was an issue for many players, even those without a history of epilepsy or migraines. If you want a preview of the section in question, go to the room beyond this teleporter. If you have a history of epilepsy or migraine, please skip this level and go left for the element and tokens. I like this song. Oh god, it's not... Oh my goodness me! What in the... It just doesn't look right. God! Oh god, that really doesn't look right, huh? Well, here we go then. Blue Picketman, huh? I've already forgotten the name of the stage. Oh, the Stormscraper or something like that. Well, aesthetics are pretty damn gorgeous so far, gotta say that. You're gonna come down here? Alright, Tomahawk Man platforms. I know you guys had some issues in the second contest. Please, always be solid. And we're on the lookout for 3 tokens with the radar off. Good, good. I wonder what the gimmick will be here. I mean, look how pretty this looks. You can see outside. That's just, paying attention to detail. Whoa, okay. What's left then? What the hell? Well, this is just... Can I just... Yeah, okay, that's kinda cool. Oh, I like this song a lot. This is really nice. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't know you were gonna aim at me. Homing at me. Yeah, the aesthetics are definitely... Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh... Right, you only get the boosted wind effect jump essentially when you're in the sandstorm. So the moment you leave it, you don't have it anymore, so... Whoa! That is so trippy. Red metal? Okay, you look stylish. I hear the sandstorm gimmick, but I don't see it. I guess there's an end portion which I've been warned about. That's gonna probably have a lot of it. There's an energy tank, but we really don't need it. Okay. Oh. Whoops, see you later then. Alright, so you really gotta pay attention to where the platforms are when they get obscured. We're immune. Oh, you have to use it during the fall. That's really cool. I like that. Oh! Big drop. Oh! Oh! That's so cool. I like that. Yeah, this is really nice, actually. Nice desert gimmick, or sandstorm gimmick. Alright, token number 2. How do I get in there? I assume we're going right. Oh boy. We didn't have a checkpoint, did we? Oh, this does not fill me with confidence. Oh, this really does not fill me with confidence. Oh! Alright. Gotta be fast now. Oh god, we gotta be really damn fast here! And then have to jump at the end? What? Oh! No! No, not like this. That's gonna send me quite far back. No, it isn't. That's fine. I didn't realize we got a checkpoint right before. That's really cool that we have a checkpoint right before the token challenge. That means if you mess them up, you basically get another attempt. That was my main issue with that one water theme stage. That had really good aesthetics, but it was going so well until we got to the token. And then the token was so far back, which kind of really soured the final experience. Okay, got it though. Oh, hello, Picket Man. Ow! You don't stop throwing. Oh, you do stop throwing. Can I break your shield in any way? No. Yeah, so far this stage is definitely fun to play. I haven't seen anything that warrants the extremely high score yet, but maybe that's coming. Maybe I just need to let it cook. You are quite durable. Let's let the stage cook. Okay, there is a lot going on here. Picket Man! Moving on. Blue Met now. Alright. Oh, we're back to this again, huh? Which really does not fill me with any confidence. Okay. What's the platform at the bottom doing then? There. Oh god, careful there. Why are there platforms at the bottom? I kind of want to almost try going to the right here. You can. Okay, no worries. At least that's been tested. Oh god, and the checkpoint was right in the next room, so if I would have died, that would have been really sad. Oh, no spark chaser. And no magnetic shockwave and no rush jet. Okay. Oh, look at that punch! Careful! Okay. Oh, now you gotta be... Ooh. So there's the next safe spot. Okay, gotcha. That is... Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. But again, I assume this is gonna be for a token. Hey, even and in case you ever run out of Break Dash, you basically can refill it to attempt the token challenge. That is such care. It's these little things that go so far. Well done. Now I can see how solid the stage is, honestly, overall. Alright, what do we want to do here? Okay, this is getting really fancy and I love it! That's so good! That was really good. Oh, here we go then. Oh! This might be the final part which we were referring to. That's not a good jump at all. That was poor and lacking. Here we go then, one more time. I can do this without the sandstorm gimmick, okay? You up there are kind of in the way, so let's wait for you. No, let's wait. Whoa! Yeah, balancing on the platform. Maybe I should have taken my jump. No, I think I can't make that jump, honestly, without the sandstorm. It does look like it requires the sandstorm. It does look like it requires it. Which means we really have to time this right. Okay, that was perfect. You're not gonna come up enough, are you? No. Oh god, it's really getting fancy now. Alright, Tomahawk platform, man platform. I believe you're not gonna just throw me off because that would bloody suck. This is getting quite busy. Oh, no. I lost my keycap, hang on. Alright, let's do that. I do not like where this is going at all. God bloody damn it. That is quite a chasm to cross, but I'm gonna keep attempting it. The platforming has turned up the heat here. That much is sure. Alright, as long as you basically get pushed a little bit by it, then you're fine. Here it comes. No, do not push me off, please. I'd rather not be dealing with that. Oh, these rooms are quite hectic. Ooh, that was a very dangerous jump and I should not have done it. This jump does not fill me with any confidence though. And timed it wrong again. I'm trying to do without the sandstorm. Is that the right approach? Or do I absolutely need the sandstorm for it? Oh, I wasn't expecting to make that big of a leap. That was so cool and felt so fantastic. And now I'm getting impatient. And it's showing. Oh god, this is so dangerous. Don't like this jump at all. There! That took so many attempts to get through. Far more than it should have. Marble, yes please. Oh, we got to a checkpoint. Nice. Okay, so really have to time this one correctly. Okay, sure. Yeah, I expected there would be more. Okay, so this looks bloody weird. What is even going on here? This looks wrong! There's so many gaps! Wait, I can see spikes. Or it's so hard to tell what's where. I see spikes again. Okay, this effect is absolutely crazy! What? Alright, Tomahawk Man platform, that makes it simple enough to know where we are. Holy moly, it just keeps going! No, 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 no. It just keeps going! It's like we're in a trance here. Oh! Wow, that final room was a bit messy. Holy! Oh boy, is there going to be a super... It's Gyro Man, okay. I mean, maybe I expected too much. Not a bad boss by any imagination, of course, but... Ow, no, no, no. Stop not paying attention to... Why are you still... Are you just buffed? Yeah, you must be, because you are not taking nowhere near as much damage as normal. I think you were buffed slightly. But hey, we didn't die in the battle. Well, the penultimate checkpoint, I died a lot on. The final, very mesmerizing screen was not as hard as the one previous to it. That one, I just kept dying over and over. Anyway, we have Chomp Man. Watch your step. Children tend to leave these lying on the floor, and they have the tendency to chomp on unsuspecting parents walking by. Okay. Yeah, that stage. It definitely took a gimmick and run with it. The aesthetics were absolutely beautiful, and that final screen before the boss is mesmerizing. Because of the breaks in the sandstorm, I can see why it has to be broken up, because you can see the stage layout. If it wasn't there, it would basically be as good as invisible. You would have to just know where you're going. So I can see why it was done the way. It's just... wow, that's a lot to look at times. But it looks bloody wonderful. So, what did our judges think of this stage, which they rated extremely highly in this case? So we got the Stormscraper. Mick, 72. Bright blue skyline, high energy music, lots of precarious platforming. Yep, this is a win stage. Stormscraper definitely nails the high altitude aesthetic and is helped along by respectable design. The enemy set is both appropriate and well placed. The grounded ones make excellent breaks in the platforming, although Power Up Kit's intro feels a little off, and the airborne ones make good opponents during the platforming. But it's the gimmicks that are the real star, putting forth plenty of fun concepts for an entertaining level. The core here is the Tomahawk Man platform. They're definitely simple, but the level puts them to a lot of interesting use. Special mention goes to the horizontal one, offering a distinct twist on an old soul, and the token challenges were just plain good. On the other end, sandstorms in the sky might be a bit odd, but the level does a good enough job that I'm glad it's here. Props especially for the last room. I felt it struck the right balance between blindness and visibility to create an excellent challenge. Alas, the same praise can't be said for everything here. The long sandstorm room with both Tomahawk platform types is a lot more challenging than necessary. That's the one I kept dying to. And for more reasons than disabling rush jet, the sandstorm works well with vertical platforms. Yes, they're fast, but they don't move on the same plane, and fast don't interfere with each other. But the horizontal platforms are on the same plane, meaning their behaviors stack. That was playing with me constantly. Combine sandstorms with tiny high-speed platforms and the end result is frustration from easily falling off. The concept could work with more leeway, but in the current form it isn't fun. Thankfully this is a strong wind level outside of this one room. Not perfect, but what's presented here is pretty good. Keep it up. Shin, 66. All things considered, this is a pretty solid level. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of stages that rely on wind currents, but for the most part I found this one was pretty decent. While combining wind gimmicks and moving platform isn't exactly a new idea, I think the basic nature of them is more than enough to keep a player engaged. It does make some segments a bit indistinguishable to some extent, but the actual level itself plays out pretty decently. There's some genuinely well-made segments here, mainly the ones where you're travelling with these sandstorms to make otherwise impossible jumps. Yeah, that feels fantastic. Enemy placement is also pretty thoughtful and complements the room layout, although I do feel the picket man's placement often make them more of a nuisance than anything, mainly thanks to the varying amounts of pickaxes they throw out before stopping. All that being said, there's two major segments that I do take issue with, those being the Sandstorm segment with vertical platform and the final lead up to the boss. Firstly, I feel like these sections actually should have been swapped around, since I found the Sandstorm plus vertical platform segment to be way more challenging than the actual final section. Yes, I agree on that. Certainly doable, but considering where it is in the stage, it felt like a major spike in difficulty. As for the final segment itself, it just ended up being way too disorienting for me to enjoy. I'm usually not one to get motion sickness from this type of thing, but this segment was really tough to look at, and the sound effect of the Sandstorm playing near constantly didn't help much either. Those issues aside, I feel this is a perfectly serviceable stage. The platforming is decent, the aesthetics and especially the music are good, and I like the general idea of travelling with the sandstorms, something that I feel Commander Man's original stage didn't capitalise much on. It's just that one difficulty spike and the disorienting ending that mars the level a bit. Matchy 78. Cool capes not included. Now this is an interesting application of an established gimmick. Instead of using the sandstorm purely for obstruction, it is more used as a wind burst, either pushing you back or aiding you at jumping across some wider gaps. To Stormscape, you could say. Quite clever uses of the gimmick. The timing can get a little stingy and trial and error heavy with the one section where you need to ride the sandstorm through various moving platforms with not much opportunity to stop and pass, or else the bird enemies will shoot you off. We're 3 out of 3 for talking about that one specific room. The side challenges with the tokens are pretty neat though, kind of a missed opportunity to have one centered around the sandstorm gimmick. Even still, they are pretty creative. I like the first challenge where you need to avoid the platforms from carrying you back up as you try to descend. That final section can get a little eye straining though. With the flickering tiles with so many small sandstorms coming by, that might need a bit of a visual adjustment in the final product. It's hard to amend it because you need to have gaps so you can see the stage, so maybe it's doable, I'm not sure how. Flashman 70. I want to get excited about this level. I'm on board with the soundtrack. I'm pleasantly surprised to see sandstorms used in a way that doesn't break the pacing of the level. I like the horizontal Tomahawk Man platforms. I enjoy the token challenges, which do so much with so little and which avoid rehearsing Magma 2's Kamuso Temple. I'm thrilled to see that bottomless pits, which are usually taken for granted in a sky level, are properly labelled. Yet, there's something keeping my enthusiasm in check, and I can't put my finger on what it is. Maybe it's a matter of challenge finesse, a messy pickle man screen that would be better with only one type of Tomahawk platform. Sandstorms that are never quite timed how I want them, an overzealous final area that would be great if it didn't induce motion sickness, a boss chamber that's begging to include one of the level's gimmick, or Gyro Man's incredible weakness to Ice Wall. I think it's partially the aesthetics too. The tile work is excellent, but something about the mix of colours and textures isn't entirely appealing to me. Plus there are boss door tiles behind the boss door, a pet peeve of mine, as well as the custom Tomahawk platforms, completely broken my first playthrough. No! With one ramming into the obvious break dash wall, another pet peeve, and hilariously forcing it out of alignment. One of my biggest pet peeves is locking weapons instead of designing around them, and for once I respect that decision. I see the rationale and it feels like I'm being challenged rather than unfairly restricted. Difficulty progression is good, and the tensest parts are always right on the edge between fun and stressful. Assets are combined well, there's a lot to like, but I keep thinking about the things that could have been done differently. And finally, Ace. Ace is super happy here, but whopping 87. This stage has proved that with the dev kit being such a varied toolbox, you do not need any new assets to create an original experience. It all comes down to design of the stage, not what random new crap you can throw at a player. I initially encountered this stage when I had Loyana as a proxy player. Now say it was as much fun to watch as it was to play. While initially a little confusing, the sandstorm mechanic is used in such a way that enhances the flow of the level, as opposed to the original Commander Man usage, which forces the player to stop frequently or go at it blind. This is backed up by excellent stage design, which allows the player to go through these sections at their own desired pace. It is clear that each room has been built in such a way that you can clear them with minimal downtime. Each sandstorm is used in a very different way, whilst using consistent rules. Checkpoints are expertly placed, continuing the theme of minimal downtime. The last sandstorm room was a little too busy, but the remainder of the visual design was very clear, such as using thin platforms to signify that you can jump through them. The sandstorm, whilst not fitting the atmosphere perfectly, does make sense from a gameplay perspective, as it does not blend in at all. The music was a great choice and the tokens were pretty interesting challenges. It all comes down mostly to how well it all flows together. Excellent work! High praise from Ace, so you've done well, sir, or madame. And overall, this is a pretty frantic and fun stage. Using the sandstorm as a gimmick to enhance but also reduce mobility is super creative, and it took a gimmick that was already established and made something really cool with it. That final room, holy moly, is it a sight to behold, because god, there is a lot going on and it can be quite jarring. But the concept behind it is thoughtful, and you need to have gaps so you can see the stage layout. I'm honestly not sure how better to implement that. That's as good as it gets, and although it was absolutely wacky to look at, I loved it. The room prior, or the really lengthy room with the sandstorm and all the horizontal and vertical Tomahawk platforms, is the hardest part of the stage, and it's where I died quite a bit. So I'm gonna have to probably edit some of that out because I died there quite a lot. The hardest challenge of that room is aligning yourself on the single Tomahawk, specifically the horizontal single Tomahawk Man platforms, when you have to deal with the sandstorm as well, as you basically have to adjust yourself perfectly and then have to jump across to the next one. It's very fun though. It feels super satisfying pulling off jumps that are normally impossible unless you're in the sandstorm. It's a really fun stage, and maybe on a second playthrough it'll be even more fun now that I've figured out the hardest room. The tokens are spectacular. Maybe like one of the judges said, it's a missed opportunity to use the sandstorm gimmick in at least one of them, but what was presented was really well done. Honestly, really solid stage overall. The music was fantastic, the aesthetics are gorgeous. Thematically, this stage is pretty damn good, so I can see the high scores, and I can see how this probably would have ranked higher had it not been submitted late. So overall, really splendid job. Good work on this one. And with that said, I'm going to take a quick refreshing pause and I'll be right back.